How's it going? Oh, hang on. I don't know why there's such a delay between StreamYard and YouTube. It drives me nuts. So, how's everybody doing? Hope everybody's having a good Friday. Hi, Jacob. How's it going? Of course, tonight for me is a heck of a lot better than last night. Wasted 5 hours of my life.
I'm here.
Hey, Wayne.
I told you I'd be here.
Good luck, Jacob. And yeah, I've been seeing that on the weather backlash.
Yeah, it's been miserable. That's my new phone going nuts.
You can come up here and be burr, burr, burr. Instead of wet, wet, wet. We're going to have 3 days of 30-degree weather.
Fishing withdrawals.
Well, you could always go fishing in the rain. Can't say that it'd be 100% enjoyable. Yeah, I haven't even got my hunt license yet. Yeah, early bow season's open right now for deer.
True backlash. You won't be able to
Well,
film
backlash, yes, you can. There is called waterproof cases. I mean, technically, you could fish in the rain, so long as your camera was in a waterproof case or your phone, which I have 2 waterproof phone cases. And you can still use your phone right through them. I got them at Walmart.
My phone ain't waterproof. You can buy a Sony.
Mine, but I have cases for it.
Yeah, you can buy a Sony Xfinity Experience or something like that. It's waterproof. Water don't get into it.
Yeah, it's bow season here too. I don't bow hunt. My son and my brother do.
Backlash and go out in the range, fish, like Tasha said.
Just yell really loud, backlash. So I talked to Shane earlier. So I don't know if he's going to have power or not tomorrow. Depends on how much they got done on the lines today. Because they've been on his road doing the power poles.
Oh.
But I don't know. He said his generator's getting tired. Used to pull on the first, you start on the first pull, now it's taking like 3, 4.
Oh.
See, I don't know how our hunting season's gonna be this year. Now, granted, we have we did get more acorns and hickory nuts this year. So last year we didn't have as many deer as what we normally do. So I'm not sure what hunting season's gonna bring. I mean, I missed 1 big buck and a doe, but that's all I saw the whole hunting season. But good luck. I hope you get one. I'm hoping to spare because they're both open. They're in our regular season. So, hi Josh, how's it going? Backlash, you know they do have lights for that, right? That you can track with that shows the blood.
Hmm.
So what'd
Still
you do
found
today?
nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Hey Wendy, I'm doing alright. I'm alive. Ain't been live for 2 days, but I'm alive.
That's a funny way of answering that question.
Yeah, I don't know what they cost now. I just know that I've seen people use them because a lot of times there isn't snow on the ground and it isn't always easy to see blood on leaves. But yeah, I don't know how much they are. I'm gonna go see. If I can see it, I can track it, but it's easier to track if they go through our pines because there's a lot of green moss. So it shows up more. Now they do have one at Walmart. I don't know how good it is, but it's 51 LED, 390 NM for hunting animal blood tracking, plus pet urine stains detection. And it's 16.95 when purchased on. Now, granted, they do have pricier ones that are like $70. There are a bunch of different ones, but like I said, I don't know how good they are. Any more shirt orders, Wayne?
No, not yet. Got a call from a guy, but he never showed up yet.
Yeah, you gotta love when that happens. When I shot my button buck, it was easy to see because we had snow. Yeah, I don't know how he does that, Wendy. I really don't. Mine always move because I heart shoot them all the time. Yes, Wendy, he can. His t-shirt store is in his about page.
Yeah, the blank shirts, and you have to buy the shirts, and then it pays for the job and the shirts at the same time. That's how it works. All goes into one.
The new Hocus Pocus 2 is on Disney Plus. Oh, Brutal Bob, how are you doing? You have to go on his website and get his shirt. And then you have to get him your logo. Right, Wayne?
Yep, you had to email the logo. But I usually have to look at it before you even do that because I want to make sure I can do it for you. I can look at it first.
So email him your logo, Wendy. And I was trying to get my best friend to go over to you and bring me a puppy, but I don't know if she is going to or not. But she's supposed to be moving from Tennessee to South Carolina. And I'm like, well, you got to go through Knoxville. Brutal Bob says, hi, Wayne.
Hi, Brother Bob. I'm not yawning tonight, Tasha, so you won't be blaming me for that. I'm not tired. So.
Um, Jacob, I honestly don't remember. Sometimes my email just decides to delete everything out of my phone. So
Well, if Tasha, you want to give her my website, you can give it to her that link and put it in there if you want to.
yeah, I think so, Jacob. Hang on, Wendy. I'm gonna get Wayne's store and I'll post it in chat.
I posted some shots today about some of the shirts. So I posted a couple of shots up for my phone.
Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm.
I have to go check.
I used a new phone to do it, the S7s. It had shorts in that
There you
one.
go, Wendy. I dropped Wayne's t-shirt store link in chat.
It's a customized website that shows a couple of videos on there, and it shows blank shirts, and it shows some models wearing logos on the shirts. That's why I added on the website to show everybody that it's a customized website that does logos. I got a guy that wanted 14 shirts done. He's just waiting. He owns a garage. He wanted me to print them. So he didn't come over yesterday. Maybe a week will be over.
Yeah. You don't know, uh, Wendy, she wants me to come down there now. She said, granted, that she will provide gas and for me to get there, and then gas for me to get to where she's going, and then gas to come back home. But I have appointments on October 11th, and so that's going to make it a little bit hard for me to get there, drive from there to wherever in South Carolina, and then drive all the way back here. Now, granted, she could save time if she flew me down, and then she would just have to. All right, Jacob. Hang on, Wayne. Hey, Mom.
Hey, Mother Hen, how you doing?
Nah, it's weird seeing me in the background and you sitting without one.
I just put one up. This is weird. I haven't had one. I did have one. What the heck?
Okay, Wendy. I appreciate it. Like I said, it's just hard because I have my appointments.
Here's my background picture. The mountains.
Cheers, AB. How's it going?
Hey, Squirrel.
Hey, squirrel.
Why is there such a thick and empty blanket here being massaged?
Um, yeah, that's a little ways away, Wendy. Like I said, I don't know what she's doing. Like I said, she wants me.
I figured have a peaceful side of like a mountain. You have a peaceful woods. I have the peaceful mountain. You frozen? I think she froze. Hmm. Huh. Yeah, she froze. Hmm. Weather related. Crazy weather. Oh, I'm the host for now, I guess. Howdy, everybody. Tasha will be back in just a moment while I'm sitting on top of a mountain. Here she comes. I wasn't the host for long.
I told you my son is using the microwave, and I don't know why, but boots me off the frickin' internet. Now, the other night I went live, well, a couple nights ago, and he microwaved something. It didn't boot me off.
Yeah, because
And
you're
then
on my
tonight,
stream.
boom.
You're on my stream. That's why I didn't kick you off. When I'm on here, it kicks you off.
No,
That's not.
even because Jamie uses the microwave to make
Has
popcorn,
nothing to
and
do
it
with
kicks me off the internet.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with the mountains behind me either.
Well, no. Might have to do with me sitting in the middle of the road.
I'm sitting in the middle of a big field with no goats.
That's what I need. I need one like this road with a mountain goat standing behind me.
Really? We have someone in the stream as a GMG, General Mountain Goat. Always tease Carl. I'll say that to him.
But that's the weird thing, AB. The internet router's not in my house. It's in my mom's. I have a Wi-Fi extender rented over here, so I have no idea. And it never used to do it. It's just something that it started doing lately, or like the past month.
I can disappear, see, like that. I can disappear in this picture.
Okay, Wendy.
Oh, wow, I yawned. I can't believe I finally yawned all day.
Are ready, Wayne?
What?
I said already we haven't been live for 30 minutes yet. You're yawning.
I just did the first yawn. I haven't yawned all day. I just started.
I know that's what I'm saying.
Every time I come on here, I yawn. I don't yawn on my own channel, just here.
It must be the smog.
Those must be the peaceful mountains. I have no goat. I have no goat.
Sorry, guys, talking to my son. So, you got any plans for tomorrow?
Nope. Nothing.
No, I can't.
Hamburger, sausage, beans. Fucking bean meat.
She's busy right now, folks. She'll be back in a bit. While she's muted, I'll be talking. She's muted when I'm talking. Say she's muted and I'm talking. So, how y'all doing tonight? Huh? Hope everyone is doing fine. I know I am. How you doing there, squirrel dude? How are you, squirrel? See what happened when I come on this channel? I always yawn and I come on here. Why is that? I blame it all on her. It's her fault, not mine. I'm surprised she don't have the yellow brick road behind her instead of a damp woods. She's drinking soda too. Okay, Squirrel, be safe, all right? Hey, Tasha, follow the yellow brick road. Follow.
Well, find me a background of the yellow brick road then, Wayne.
I can find it. You want it? Follow the yellow brick road.
And I can sit
Follow-
here in the yellow brick road.
I'll look for it. I'll be right back, all right? I'll get the yellow brick road for you. Okay.
That's good, Brutal Bob. I don't know, seems weird. I've been alive in 2 days. Then I'm like, I'm doing my live tonight. I don't care. Then Wayne already wants to start yawning. Does anybody got anything excited planned for the weekend?
Oh, yeah.
Tomorrow, Jamie and I, after we have coffee, are not back. Gotta load the garden trailer up with wood and pray don't rip the axle off of it.
Here we go. You want the
Going
yellow
through.
brick road? You're gonna get the yellow brick road. You're gonna have the yellow brick road. All right. You
Probably
wanted it.
coffee right over a picture.
No?
Of course, I wanted to be funny. And Ma, don't forget that you have to check for costumes at if you go down to Grams. Why do you have to stay quarantined until then, Brutal Bob? Look for Halloween costumes, Mom. Because Shane and I are doing our 36-hour live. As you can see, it's scrolling across the bottom. And I got to have a couple of costumes for Halloween. Ba-ding. I said, why do you have to stay quarantined till then? I know you told me, but I'm having a brain fart right now. Did you watch Johnny eat all them peppers, Bird Bob? I don't know how he ate that many ghost peppers. I think he ate like 25 of them. Oh, I cannot get comfortable in my chair. So, are you staying home this weekend, Mom, or do you have to go down to Grants?
All right, there you go. You got it. Have fun with it. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Tasha, you follow the yellow brick road. Follow the Albert Road. Tasha, follow the Albert Road.
I'm not the one that needs to follow the yellow brick road back. My computer's being slow.
It's all right. It'll stay there for you. Over there for you, waiting for you. Say, hi, Tasha. I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm a yellow brick road. You can follow me now. I could have put the Wizard of Oz on there for you too, if you wanted them. Do you follow Dorothy
There
and
we
the
go.
dog?
Now we go.
There's a yellow brick road.
Now I just need to copy and paste Shane back there.
I didn't know you wanted it.
No, you need to paste him like tiny, like super small in the back, and then as he's getting closer and closer and closer, getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Hi, Raquel. How you doing?
Follow the yellow brick road. I could have got the Wizard of Oz on there for you with Dorothy and the dog.
Now you're making me want to play the song.
You got the yellow brick road, so you're all set now. You can have Shane on there, it'll be all right with Dorothy and the dog and the Tin Man and the lion and what is it, the scarecrow? Maybe I should put Shane in there, huh? With all the characters. That would be something, wouldn't it? I'll be right back for a minute.
Deploy.
Hi, Lady Wolverine. How you doing? But that's so that matter cows are having fun. Follow the yellow brick road. Hi, Elliot.
Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road.
Follow the yellow brick road. See, now this is making me watch the movie.
I got something for you better now. Now you're in trouble. Watch what I got for you.
Yes, we are, Elliot. I'm gonna have to get me a wig so I can look like Dorothy.
Here we go. Now can you email? I got something better for you now. Look what I got for you. Hey, Jeffrey Allen.
Hi, Jeffrey. Oh, there we go, Wayne.
I have everybody except Shane. Maybe you could call the dog Shane. That'll be all set, right?
Maybe. All right, let's see what this one looks like. Dun, dun. I don't need a new computer, but I need this one cleaned out so it's faster. Is what I need.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Elliot, how you doing, man?
Hell yeah.
That looks more like it. That looks more.
You gotta move that way. That way.
I can see it still.
Or I can sit over here by a tree that likes to throw apples and likes to slap people.
Yeah, now you put the song now. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road.
I was using that one because that one's from like months ago.
Yeah, that's a good picture for you. There you go. See? They're all on the road now. They're all following the yellow brick road. They got videos on that too, you know, on the web. That's funny.
Oh wait, should
That's a funny film, though. It really is.
yeah, we watched the new Hocus Pocus this morning.
Oh, yeah, brick road. Follow the yellow brick road.
Oh, here we go. This is a good one.
Oh, what you do? It's just so bright.
There you go.
I
French
feel
is
the
mustard.
smoothies. Dark and rosy. French is mustard creamy too. Make it classic for now. Smooth and
Don't
creamy.
use tiny
Flavor on.
mustard. That's how it's gross.
The joyous news spread, the witch at last is dead.
Boy, you got something on here. It's melted, is it?
I'll probably get a copy.
As mayor of the Munster City, here in the county of I welcome you most freely, but we got to verify it legally to see if she is morally, ethically, brother,
I gotta put it on my phone, put it on the stream for you.
And this is the day of independence for all the Munchkins and their descendants. If any, yes, and the joy will be so we can all wish at last is dead.
That was a funny song. What they pour on her? Hot water or something?
The house landed on her, and the first witch.
Well, I mean, they threw something on and she melted. What was it? Hot water or wax or whatever it was? Oh, you killed me! Ah!
I'm melting. There we go.
Jane Fiction in the evening, he says. There's Rich.
Hi, Tony. Hey, Rich. How's it going? We're gonna play my theme song right now. This is my song. Or maybe a song. I'm not sure.
Where's the song?
Remember when you ran away? I got because I go berserk. Well, you
That's
left me
Jane's song. I thought he was missing.
and now you see I've gone completely out of my mind. And to take me, haha, they're coming to take me, oh, haha, to the free farm where life is beautiful all the time, and I'll be happy to see those nice young men in their green. They're coming to take me away, It was a joke. You laughed when I losing you made me bit my lip, right? You know you laughed. You laughed and laughed, and you left, but now you know I'm utterly mad. And they're coming to take me away, haha, take me away, ho ho, haha, the happy home with trees and flowers and chirping birds and basket weavers who sit and smile and twiddle their thumbs. I cooked your food, cleaned your house, how you pay me back for all my kind of selfish, loving deeds. Well, you find you yet? When they do, they'll put you in the ASPCA, you mangy butt. And they're coming to take me away, haha, they're coming to take me away, ho hee hee, haha, to the funny farm where life is beautiful all the time, and I'll be happy to see those nice young men in their green white coats.
You know how you can play that without getting in trouble? Get the permission and get a written statement. They can't do nothing, so you can play it all the time on your channel.
Oh yeah, I know. Now I did upload a short.
Yeah.
I also tagged the artist in the description.
Mm-hmm. It is a funny song. It's a lot of funny as hell. It is funny. I admit it. It's funny.
Yeah, Wayne and I still joke about it, oh yeah. Mainly that we played it and Shane heard it. I got him locked in the basement, Brutal Bob. Of a basement. Is your surgery tomorrow, Rich? Next week we're supposed to have 3 nights of 30s. I think the coldest going to be like 35. But I don't know if they changed that he was getting power back tomorrow or not. Oh, okay. Yeah. I remember now. I'm sorry. I've been in a fog since, well, it's a fog. I've been in a heaved off mood since last night. Elliot, I never know when I'm going to shut down. I don't have a set time. I used to go sometimes like 5 hours that night. But I don't know.
As long as you're feeling all right, that matters. You know, if you feel like you need to shut down early, let us know. We wouldn't care.
No, I feel fine. I'm just dealing with them last night. Still just has me irritated.
Oh, I know.
I mean, my gosh, if I wanted to waste 5 hours of my life, I could have just gone out and stared at a tree. At least that would have been a little bit more enjoyable. Because I wouldn't have had an arrogant POS in my face. But it's okay for the doctors to do it. But God forbid you get in their face and they got security guards and the sheriff in and out of there. Because no reasons come in, either in a police car or ambulance at nighttime. And I felt bad for this older woman. She didn't tell me whether her husband or like her brother or thing, but he was septic. And had to get an IV in. So I felt bad for her. And then finally they got the IV in.
I didn't do nothing. I could. Want me on? How many more times?
Hey, that was my first one. Maybe. It was my second one.
I admit I started it. I started yawning before you did. I can't help it. That's what happens. It's contagious from the.
You're old. Because you're old, according to Squirrel.
What?
He Squirrel yawns because he's an old man. That's what he said.
Really? Oh wow.
Remember? We're in your life.
I know. I heard him say it. I don't know why he said that. No, I yawn because I'm tired sometimes. I'm not going to admit my age, and I'm not telling anybody. As long as you know, I look young. I don't need to tell anybody.
I don't care. I'll be 45 in February. I don't care.
That's good.
Who knows how old I am?
I'm a top
old
secret
enough
doctor.
to better.
I'm old enough to know better. That's for sure. That's all you have to know.
Yeah, I'm old enough to know better, but I still don't.
I smartened up over the years. I was the worst wise guy of them all, but I smartened up now, so I don't do the things I used to do. Thank God I don't.
I just smartened up after ass whoopings. The only thing I smartened up about is to not ask Dad if it was supposed to hurt. I only asked him that once. I never asked him again.
As soon as you did, you made me yawn.
You started it.
I did. I can do more. Want me to?
No, because you're going to have me on in a minute. It's something in the truck stop air makes you on. It's your mountain air blowing.
Hey, it's a good mountain behind here. Now we need one thing. We need is that mountain goat GMG being on that mountain.
See, that's what you
Standing
should
right
do.
up.
You should and paste the mountain goat, one over there and one over
I'll
there, one on each
put
side
it
of
right
you.
here. I'll put the General JMG over there. You see him with his military uniform in on that mountain. You see him behind me. You say, "Oh, there he is."
We have
Pick up.
editing programs, put the mountain goats in.
I know, but mountain goats are ugly. I don't like them. They look like they're losing their hair. That's terrible. They're awful looking things. Who wants to look like a mountain goat? I'd rather look like myself. They're
I
ugly.
didn't look like one wing. I don't know about you, Wayne.
I don't know about me either. What's up?
As they say, I don't know about me either. Good evening, Judy May. How are you doing?
Hey, Junior May. Excuse me.
Wayne.
I'm looking at something here. I'm trying
No
to figure
more
out.
yawning for you.
Trying to find out what I can preach about on Sunday.
I don't know what you're going to preach about yet.
No, I always come up with the last minute to figure this out. I don't know.
No, nothing wrong with that. It'll come to you.
I preach about that already.
No plans for tomorrow?
I don't know what's going to
Yes, I
happen
know you
tomorrow.
don't need plans.
I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. It could happen. A job could come. I don't know.
Yeah.
That could be a one. The shepherd and his flock could be a good preaching boat. We'll see. I'll see tomorrow. I'll come up with it tomorrow.
I get hanging in sleep that they're coming to take me away. Ha 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 hee hee ho ho.
I laugh at that thought every time I hear it. It's so funny.
No, it's really not a fun thing when they do come take you away. It really isn't. I mean, they didn't show up to the house in like a white padded van and stuff like that, but they definitely came to take me a right way to the third floor.
What's the third floor?
That's a loony ward.
Lonely world. Lonely man. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, they came down in white smocks, and I remember if they looked me up, but there's two of them.
Oh, take you away to the lonely man.
I was
Oh.
pitching such a fit. I had a security guard and a sheriff posted outside the door in the emergency room.
Oh.
I was crazy.
guess not.
Crazy.
I'm gonna take Tasha away to the lonely man. Well, life will live me all the time, and she'll be happy to see those white coats come and take her away. Ha ha. With Shane going with her to the local together. The lonely man. Well, life will be
Well,
good
hey, at
all
least you have company.
all the time. Shane and Tasha, they'll come to take them away. Ha ha. To the
I
happy
just
home.
scrolled up. I was playing with them songs. Elliot, Shane's doing okay, and Tony, there's definitely nothing sweet and innocent and nice about me.
Oh.
Would
No,
y'all
man.
two knock it off? I'm gonna squirt you with water.
Meow.
Crazy cats.
Meow. Meow. Here's Elliot.
Hey, how you doing?
How's it going? Long time no see.
Hey, doing good here. Sitting here listening to you. Thought, well, if you're gonna run past 10:30, I might as well jump on for a minute.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I
Gotcha.
have been here for 2 days, so I couldn't tell you what I'm doing.
I know one thing.
Yesterday, man, I talked to him earlier, so he's fine. Go ahead, Elliot.
Oh, I was babbling about nonsense. I was actually looking on his camera a while ago, and I was thinking I wasn't out in the sun. I went to my great grandson's baseball game, but my nose is red, and sometimes the light in here gets weird. Look, it looks like I'm sunburned on it. Look up there, but I'm not.
Yeah,
Which is weird. I don't know what's causing it.
I know I have the line across my forehead, too.
Uh-huh. So how you been doing, Tasha?
I'm doing all right, just getting frustrated with the whole medical profession.
Oh, I've been there. Not too happy with
I
them over
went
the
to
years.
the ER last night, and the doctor basically told me that my symptoms were too vague and wanted to know what I expected them to do.
Wow.
And I said, well, obviously nothing. I said, so you might as well just prepare the discharge papers and send me home.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
I said, obviously, if I'd known I'd been sitting here for 5 hours and you didn't do a damn thing, I said, then I should have just went home to begin with.
Wow.
It's not back on yet, Judy May. He told me
Hello.
tomorrow,
Good to see you,
but I
Judy
don't know.
May. Brutal Bob. How's it going, guys? Yeah, I just got back from my daughter's. I went and spent the night. Went to my son's great grandson's baseball game. He got sick and nausea. He's been having headaches for a long time now. And I told my daughter last night, I said, it's not normal for a kid 9 years old to have headaches all the time.
No.
Something going on. She thinks it's because he's staring at a computer screen all day in school now. But I agree. Sometimes that can cause it, but I don't know. I asked her. I said, so they don't even do books no more. Not even a book. No. I went, wow. If we really got to the point in America where all we have to do is look, even to learn, we have to have a screen in front of us.
Much.
You know, kids ought to have books too, you know, a mix, but that's my opinion on it.
Most
How you
kids
doing?
nowadays don't know what it is.
Yeah, that's true. How you doing, Wayne?
Good. I'm just disappearing in this
You
picture.
got that. I was going to say, I'm thinking of that, not the green arrow, the red arrow, because there's your red hoodie again.
Wayne's favorite hoodie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a gray one back there.
I happen to make it the way it is.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love this cool weather. God, it feels good here. Oh, I forgot my dog's out there. You're going to be able to hear him bark when I talk. So I forgot to get him in, put him in the doghouse.
Well, Sunday night here is going to be 30. Monday night 35. And
Wow.
Tuesday night 38.
Huh. We had 40 something the other night, Tuesday night, I think. Let me see what our weather is. Yeah, you're way up north there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's see. Daily. Let's see. 53 tonight, tomorrow night 51, 48 Tuesday night. Okay.
44
Definitely feels good though. I'm tired of this hot weather.
Mm-hmm.
I wish we had more hot weather.
I used to love this hot weather. I used to stay at the lake all weekend on the beach, swimming pools,
Mm-hmm.
you name it. I spent 2 decades doing that, swimming and being on the water.
56 over here. Sunday's 56. Monday 56. 58. Tuesday, Wednesday 62. Thursday 71.
Where are you at, Wayne? You mentioned it one time.
Massachusetts.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Not super far from me.
I should remember. Yeah. M for Bob and you're M for
47
Massachusetts.
right now. It's going to be, let me see. It's going to be down to 49. Then it's going to go up to 50. Up to 52. It's 90%. 626. It's weird weather we're having this year.
Boy, Florida and South Carolina got pounded, didn't it? Boy, bam.
Mm-hmm.
There isn't too much left of Fort Myers. So.
Yeah, I hadn't watched all of it. I did see DeSantis say it was a 500-year flood.
It's a mess down.
Which means it don't come along that often like that bad.
Go search. I mean, not right now, but go search Reed Timmer. He's an awesome storm chaser. Like, he goes all across our country chasing tornadoes and hurricanes, winter storms, tropical storms, cyclones. But compared to all the other ones, because it showed him running out of interceptor, which is they run police interceptors. It shows him running out of the interceptor, climbing up a chain link fence.
Wow.
And the waves are just coming in, and they're splashing more and more and more.
Cool.
I'm like, how are you even standing there?
One day he'll be swept away.
Yeah, I don't know. But he always gets like so excited that he does, and that's what makes him more interesting to watch than some of the other storm chasers for that reason.
What's his name?
Reed Timmer, Timmer.
Reed Timmer. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he's got some awesome videos.
Yeah, I'll check it out. I had a trouble ticket on my internet again the other day, and guy came out, Jack. He's a real nice guy, younger guy.
Mm-hmm.
They've come out so much since I've had fiber optic that I recognize them. Sometimes I forget their name. Sometimes I remember their name. And he's the only guy. He tried to install a brand new Nokia fiber optic router. Only works on fiber optic. Guess what? Bad out of the box. He could not do it. It would not work. So he put me back on the one I'm on, which is copper or fiber optic. And he did mention something. He went out there and did something that no other technicians did. And I've had a lot of them here, about 7, 8 of them. And he went outside and he looked at the box. I got a box mounted on the wall on the house. And part of the cord was hanging out. Well, he went in there and turned it in a circle where the little green plug plugs in to make a connection between the main fiber optic cable there at the house here. It was bent like over 90 degrees. And it makes sense in theory because I know about fiber optic. And he says, I have found when I straighten this out here and tape this and put this in the box that it actually, your speeds will increase. Well, I got in here and I was running 1.2 gig. I mean, I actually went up highest I've ever been. And so he was right. I told him, I said, of all the techs that's been here, you're the only guy that's ever even mentioned, well, actually 2. One guy looked at it one day and didn't do nothing. He just walks off. That actually mentioned something, or especially on the bent, cable like that, being bent. And I said, how did you think of it? He says,
Go ahead, Elliot.
He was talking to me about fiber optic. It's new to the technicians down here, to a lot of technicians. He said the company Windstream only sent 2 people to school, and those 2 people have to tell all the other techs what they learned, or tips, because that's how cheap they are. I thought, wow. I mean, you'd think big company like that would do better than that, but nope.
You'd think so.
But anyway.
But I posted Reed Tenner's that video I was telling you about in the chat.
Okay. Let me go on the other side, front side of YouTube. Here.
Yeah, because all their videos are 100% not allowed to be played.
Mm-hmm.
Like in a stream or.
Oh, okay.
Because they have all their licensing information there.
Let me pause the audio here for 1 second till I.
Your head's in the trees, Wayne.
I know. I'm disappearing. Let me disappear. Oh,
There we go.
I can't disappear into the yellow brick road. Or into Dorothy or Scarecrow.
Oh, wow.
Leon.
Yeah, I see what the Hurricane Ian. Boy, that's an amazing shot there. I haven't even played it yet. Let me save it. I'll check that out.
It's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, sorry to hear that, Judy May.
What's going on?
If the last time, you better go get it checked out. I know those things are very fun.
Yes, Mother Hen. They ought at least do, books and the computer. Not just computer nonstop. I think that's just too much for kids. Being young. I do. But what do you expect? Can't say nothing. But the big G word.
Yeah, being an adult and doing it is way different than, exposed like pre-kids and kindergarten kids to sit there in front of a screen.
Yeah.
How are they supposed to learn anything hands-on if they're staring at a computer screen or tablet or whatever?
Yeah. According to my daughter, I said, I mean, maybe she don't know. I said, does he use books at all? No, they did away with those. I said, wow, you're kidding.
Yeah,
Hey,
and I'm
Mother
sorry,
Hen.
but they're not helping their kids any.
No,
And the schools are helping the kids any. It's
we
the
need
whole
to.
people have gotten lazy
Yep.
and don't want to do their jobs. And I mean, if that's the case, then do away with all human robots in there. That's all you're creating is a robot.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I agree with that.
Because
How you
as
doing,
you all
Mother Hen?
know, it's not. There's life outside of a computer, and you're not gonna have like the life experiences that like
Mm-hmm.
we've gone through, and even before that have gone through. Now it's and they don't teach, and I think that it's the school's job to teach them everything.
Hope you get better, Judy May. Back pain is not fun.
No, it isn't.
Mm-mm. It's kind of weird when you heard mention back pain because I look back at back
Yeah,
pain.
no.
It's always had a stigma attached to it
Mm.
since I can remember as a kid. Anybody with back pain's either faking, they don't know what's wrong with them, or especially before MRIs come out. And
Yeah.
yeah, I was in a motorcycle wreck in I think 78 or 79, and back then they didn't have no way to see ligaments or tendons if they were pulled off the bone,
Yeah.
and that's what happened to me. And matter of fact, a orthopedic come in one time in the hospital, and he basically just says, "We X-ray, we can't find nothing wrong with you," and he made me mad. He made me mad as hell, actually, and basically kind of says, "Well, you maybe need to go talk with somebody or something." And I said, this crap is not in my head, sir. I said, I said, I hit that car hard, you know. But back then, in the '80s, late '70s, '80s, they had no way of knowing anything outside of X-ray in those days,
Nope.
and it's hard to believe we was that bad off, but we were when it come to injuries, that bad shape.
Mm.
Howdy,
Judy,
Canadian
man,
fishing
if you're
musician.
sitting around like that much already, and you think you might have a kidney stone, then you really should go to the ER.
Yeah. Boy, they hurt too, kidney stones.
I'm done with ERs.
I've been hit 3 times with kidney stone pain. The last one didn't last but a little bit, and it went away, and they couldn't find nothing. And first 2 like to kill me. I mean, boy, talking about hurt.
I've only dealt with kidney stones.
If it's
Don't want to
higher
deal
up,
with it.
you know, it could be kidney stones. I actually
See,
went
and
to the
that's what's
doctor.
hard for me. I can't have an MRI. So, like, anything to do with, like, bones and soft tissue, they're going to have to go in and look. That's what they had to do with my knee.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah.
and my x-ray didn't really show anything.
Mm-hmm.
Not what it showed on the scope when he went there with it. I had cartilage floating everywhere.
Hey, Canadian, I had I think year and a half ago, I had hernia surgery. My brother had it first. He did it without the patch, and then I come along and I have a hernia too, and I did it without the patch. Which was a bigger cut. But boy, I woke up. I told the doctor, I says, when he come up and see me, I says, "You get me the Dilaudid or morphine. I don't care which one you do, but I'm not coming out of surgery in pain." And he says, "Okay." He walked off. Now, when I said that, because I laid there for 30 minutes in the surgery center, and a lady a few beds down was hollering, "Oh God, oh please, please help me." And this went on for like 30 minutes, this poor lady. She was literally, I mean, out of her mind in pain. And I thought, why is she in pain and she's in a goddamn, surgery center? And what it is, they're so weird about pain medicines, now. And the nurse come along and he got me, and I said something about it. I said, hopefully, I said, he'll give me something for pain. And she says, "Oh, no, you're going to hurt." And I said, "No, I'm not." And I didn't. As soon as I woke up in pain, boy, they got that shot and they put it in me. Boom. I was laying there and I was fine. Like 10 minutes later, I was in good shape. Came home. I was not pain-free, but, I could deal with it. It was okay. But tell your doctor, buddy, put you something on pain when you come out, when you wake up, because some of them don't want to do it now. And,
when they did my spinal cord stimulator, my mom was in the hospital with me, and I was literally screaming.
Oh.
That's how much pain I was in. And the doctor was he's like, "I can give you some Tylenol."
Jeez.
I'm like, "I don't know what the heck y'all are even thinking." I said, "But you better call my surgeon and you better find me something." I said, "Because if you think I'm going to deal with just Tylenol," I said, "you better bring me the freaking bottle." And it's so uncomfortable. And when I'm on, like, IV fluid, my bladder is, like, so overactive that I have to, like, constantly go, like, every 5 minutes. And I do the catheter for, like, a couple hours because it was killing me to get out of bed so much. And they would not do anything. Hey, zombie.
Wow. I know, isn't it weird that all this political pressure against pain medicine has really got, and the CDC has really got crazy. And that's why I told them, spoke to the doctor that day. I says, Dilaudid works better for me. And morphine, I was in the hospital on morphine almost 2 years ago for 4 days. Morphine gives me a constant headache. I mean, just, I mean, but Dilaudid, Elvis Presley once said, Dilaudid, or however you pronounce it, some people pronounce it different, said, best pain medicine I've ever seen in his life. It's good enough for Elvis, good enough for me. Just saying. But it is strong. It's a synthetic painkiller.
Well, that's what they had me on when I had my spine surgeries, my first 4, which was 1 hospitalization. They had me on a pump.
Yeah, I've been on the pump.
And they don't even have a pump. They're giving me injections in my stomach for pain and for nausea.
They did me that way one time in my stomach. Yeah, I was on the weird. Those really don't hurt. Luckily, my daughter and my son told the doctor, said, "What do you want him on, morphine or Dilaudid?" And they put me on that, and I woke up and I realized I was on it. I said, I thank you all for doing that. I said, if you stuck me on morphine, I would have been mad, and I would have. Morphine, I just don't care for it. And it don't seem to help me. I mean, it helps for a few minutes, morphine does, and it's just like it's really quick acting. Even the nurse told me it was. Said morphine works right away, and then it just gets where after like an hour or two, it just you can't hardly tell it anymore. Well, Dilaudid's not quite that way. It tends to last a little bit better.
Yeah, the one time I went to the emergency room, and this was like a long time ago, I was still driving truck then. And she's like, "Oh, I'm going to give you a shot of morphine so that you can relax and yada yada and stuff." So she gives that to me, and I just like switch sides. And my best friend at the time, he was with me, we worked together. And I was in so much pain, he literally had to carry me across the parking lot.
Wow.
And so he was going to walk out the door. And I'm like, where are you going? He's like, I thought you were asleep. No, I don't think we have any more. There's wipes over there by the Xbox.
Oh, hello again, Kettle Kitchen. Good to see you. I texted hello earlier in the side chat. Yeah, I am glad it's cool here. Feels good. I could go out and lay in the grass, even in my boxer shorts, and relax. I don't like the humidity. I hate humidity, especially working around the house or working on a car. I wound up, I didn't tell you, I wound up having to put I won't go in the other part, the brake work, but on somebody else's vehicle. Anyway, I ended up having to put a brand new water pump on and a brand new alternator. A water pump was free, lifetime warranty from 2014. And the alternator, I spent $170 on Parkskeet, brand new, made in China, of course. But everything works good and runs good now. So basically, I worked on cars, I think, like two or 3 days in a row. Like to kill me, especially the brakes. Not so much on the truck. I did okay on it. Where'd Wayne go? I took off. He done headed for the mountains.
He disappeared into the trees.
Yeah. I always think I come on here and there's nobody hardly on the panel. I was watching that night. I almost came on here one night when a Canadian musician was on, a few others. I've been sleeping better. That's good.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I slept on the mattress, last night, the camping mattress, and memory foam. It's okay for one night. It didn't bother me. Oh, hey, Zombie Prepper. Good to see you. Had to actually scroll up. Yeah, I got to get some streams going. I think I'm going to do a few in during the daytime, and probably on reloading 223556. So you want to learn to see someone make ammo? Tune in, Wayne. I'll be making some. Of course, I'm always making it most of the time.
Well,
But I'm going to put the cam on it. Talk about it.
we'll have to pass on that one.
What, you anti-gun?
No, I don't mean that. I mean, pretty soon I gotta get off here. I gotta do something.
Oh, I thought you meant you were going to pass on what's in my stream.
Yeah, I gotta go do something. I gotta
Oh, okay.
I was
All right,
waiting for
man.
it to come back in.
What are you doing, Wayne?
I gotta go. I gotta take some medicine, so I have to go and see everybody tomorrow, right?
Good night, man.
All right, see you.
Yeah, actually, I forgot I left the powder in my hopper when I went out of town. I don't like leaving it in a long time. It discolors the plastic.
Yeah. Hang on, because I gotta take my night medicine before I forget.
Okay. Let's see who all's with us. Bruno Bob is still with us. Kettle Kitchen, Zombie Prepper, Judy May. Good to see you all. Of course, Nightbot. I deleted Nightbot on my channel. I just hadn't had a chance to get with Ryan yet. And it wasn't working anyway. I just said, I'll just take it out. I think that main code you sent me here a while back. Is Shane's house back up and running?
No, not.
Wow.
I'll put your message in private chat.
Okay.
My computer can learn how to type itself.
Squirrel was with us earlier. I know I hate making typos. Sometimes I'm in here in the low light, even during the day, and I'll hit the wrong one. And I'm not a great typer. I mean, I can type fast, considering that I don't know what I'm doing, but I'll still, I'm not careful, I'll miss one.
I used to type pretty good because I took a keyboarding in high school as an elective. So I could type pretty fast without having very many mistakes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, gotta munch on some candy. I'm out of Twizzlers. I still think I'm gonna email them and be like, hey, I run a truck stop live on YouTube, and my favorite go-to snack is Twizzlers. I'm telling you, I could have a 50-pound box sitting here, and it'd probably last a couple of days.
My favorite, I've got quite a few. I love M&M's peanuts. I have the yellow dispenser, about so tall.
Mm-hmm.
And I did have a perfect blue stuffed M&M with nice white shoes, everything. And my ex-girlfriend years ago I let her stay here to see her granddaughter, and she took it out of my house. And I know why she did it. Like, what is he doing with a toy? I'm going to take it to my grandkids. And she took my M&Ms out of this house. And I didn't notice it till a little while after that. I said, man, that's crap. And it was mint condition too, collectible. And so I wound up, I think I was at a thrift store later on. And I remember those little yellow dispensers I wanted one years ago, back in, I think, the 80s or 90s. And I actually found one, I think $12. And I bought it. And I put it on my nightstand, and I actually loaded it up with peanut, M&Ms sometimes. So I enjoyed that. What else?
I love them too, but I can't eat them.
I can't do a lot of peanuts. It has in the past caused me to have a fever blister. I don't know what's in them that causes it. And very rare do I ever get a fever blister in my life, but they do something. It's got some amino acid in them that causes it.
That's why I can't eat them.
Bob, CFM, MRIs, and CT scans. Yeah, I had a CT scan. I actually had a CT scan for, I went back to the hernia surgery place here a few months ago, actually. And they went in there and did they couldn't find nothing. So I went back again. They did a scan at the hospital. I went back there to see what the records were. And she says, oh, you might want to go see somebody, a clinic, about all your back issues, your bad disc. They seen them on the CT scan. And she brought it up in the conversation. And I says, yeah, I'm aware of that. What's wrong? Matter of fact, I can't go now for my neck. I had to cancel even my doctor's appointment. The MRI machine is broke down right now where I live here. And, they're close by, and I'm not going to go all the way to Lawrenceville to do an MRI. So hopefully it'll get fixed here in the next week or two.
Well, I was supposed to have that bladder scope procedure done on the 14th, but nobody never called me to tell me I had the appointment. And then I'm almost to the main hospital, and I get a text message. Have no idea who it even is. And then when I clicked on it and I called them, they're like, oh, well, we don't show you having an appointment with anybody.
Wow.
So I didn't go because I was supposed to do that before my abdomen CT scan. So I called the office today and have it scheduled for October 12th.
I had that happen years ago. I was scheduled for my doctor left a practice after 15 years and went to another practice in DeKalb County. And I had an appointment. I know I had the appointment. Me and my daughter show up, and they go, "We have no record, of you of appointment." I said, "Yes, you do." I said, "You should have." And matter of fact, that doctor was so frustrated. The last time I went in that office a second time and talked to him, I told him, I said, "I came down here and it was for no reason." I said, "That seems like the office is a little dysfunctional." And he left. He couldn't handle it either. He got the crap out of there. All the workers in the office, he didn't, instead of letting them go or whatever, he just left. And he found a practice that a guy had retired. So he took over his entire building and his x-ray machines and all that. And,
Wow.
so he's basically self-employed now. But he went through all kinds of stuff. One day, even in his new practice, he comes to me at the door and he goes, "Have you seen my worker, my employee?" And I go, "Yeah, he come to the door a few minutes ago. He may be outside talking on the phone." And my daughter actually came and told me later that he was. He actually sneaks out of the doctor's practice, gets out there on the phone, starts talking. But in my day, you did that, you would be fired. You could not get away with that. Yeah, back in the old days, they didn't put up with it.
No, they definitely didn't put up with as much as they do now.
Yeah, he actually told him that day. He says, he said, "You don't," right in front of me. He said, I need you here, don't you?" And I'm sitting there listening, going, "Oh, good Lord, he needs to fire the guy." He left that guy, I think, about another year, and he finally left.
Yeah.
Got rid of him. And I actually, my new doctor, I don't know that well. I think I went like 15 or 16 years to this guy for epidurals off and on. And the difference is how they, I don't know. In some ways, I'm better. In some ways, it seems like they mess me up. It's almost like that chemicals in there irritating it. You know what I mean? Like it's inflamed and it's just. So some days I do okay. So I've been, fairly good with it. But when I do go out, it's horrible. Well, I mean,
they can do that if they get too close to the nerve with the needle.
That may be it.
Aggravates the nerve.
And if you got a lot of inflammation, you got to realize that prednisone is caustic too. It's not Kool-Aid. They're putting in you. And boy, it bothers me a lot. First, matter of fact, they called me and I says, "How you doing any better?" And I go, I don't usually do better till weeks after an epidural. Typically, I said I usually do pretty bad. Sometimes I even have muscle spasms after an epidural for a week or so. And, but I am somewhat better. I told my daughter the other day. I told her that. I said some days I said I do pretty good. I mean, can I tell I'm have an issue? Yeah, but it's at least I can tolerate it.
Yeah, well, that's good. I mean, with mine, they tried out different types of injections, like the medicine in there.
Well,
they didn't do a thing. Besides, and a couple of times I had 6 of them at once.
Wow. I've had 2 epidurals at one time on my L5 on both directions, left nerve area and the right nerve area. Only time I've ever had it done. And boy, you talking about helping? Lord. A few weeks later, I was better than I'd been in years, even on that. And, I had to, my roommate had to take me I had to talk kind of low, had to take me to my daughter the other day. He's 77 years old. My God, he like to got us killed. Almost got us in dang wreck. Man. Never again. Very little ever scares me, but a maniac driver. Yeah. Almost hit a car. Car's coming on the ramp next to us. We're doing about 60, 70 miles an hour. And he's right. He says, I says, "That car is going to hit us." He goes, "I've got the right, they're at fault." And I says, "Who gives a crap if they're at fault?" I said, "I'm not going to sit here and get injured just because they're in the wrong." I said, "Get this car over now." And I mean, I was yelling at him. say it too loud.
No,
Never
I
again.
understand.
Yeah, I don't want to ride with this guy anymore. Yeah.
When I was on the way to the hospital, there's one right here, which they have closed on this side, which you could go that way to go to the hospital without having to go up there. Then a little ways up the hill, there's another traffic light. Well, a lot of times they'll turn green the same time. Well, we got the green light, and that one quick went red. And there's a white car coming this way. I'm here, and this older lady was over here, and she was gonna run the light, and the car was like right here. She had yourself. Hiya, Earl. How's it going?
Janet Homestead, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Reef Robber?
Yep.
Reef Robber. I like that name. Yeah, I mean, really, who wants to argue about who's at fault when you're going to get killed?
No, you only got to argue who's at fault when you get a ticket.
Yeah. I swear to God, he was going to hit that car.
I swear, like half the crazy drivers in the world live near me.
There's a lot of them here too, believe me. Especially 285 around Atlanta area. Oh wow, boy!
Don't even get me started on that freaking loop. That's like the worst bypass around any city in the United States.
285.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
a tractor trailer driver's nightmare.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember when it was actually fairly safe to drive around Atlanta, and man, in the past few decades, no way. I mean, it's dangerous.
You could be going this way, okay, and you got like say exit 15, but now if you're going the other way, there's no exit 15.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So they're trying to tell me, oh, well, you got to take exit blah.
Mm-hmm.
You know how many times I drove around in a frickin' circle on 285? And I still could not find a road that they were saying that I needed to take to get to the rail yard. It's a good thing that I was bobtail, because I ended up down in a housing complex.
Wow.
Big signs everywhere that says no trucks.
Yeah, that's Atlanta for you. No trucks.
And that rail yard, I mean, and it's not a place that's easy to remember how to get to.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not watching, there's a low bridge.
I bet you were at the same rail yard my brother goes to a lot when he was working.
Probably.
He was out on a workman's comp case. I think I mentioned it to you. Well, guess what? His company shut down and went out of business. Sold off all their tractor trailers and everything. 20 years in business, almost 20 years. And,
how's it going?
He was surprised.
Mm-hmm.
Pixel Chick.
I don't know. It's
good to see you.
And you know what's crazy is, before I even got my CDL license, I was almost killed by so many tractor trailers on a New York State thruway.
Wow.
Yes, I know, Pixel Chick. I know that you were Pac-Man Paranormal.
Name change?
I got my CDL license. And then, those trucks, some of those trucks, you want to know where they're from that almost killed me?
Where?
Quebec, or Quebec, however you want to say it.
Yeah.
I had I was out in Bentonville, Arkansas at the Flying J. And I mean, the fuel islands were packed. So we were like, there's a truck and a pump, then a truck, then a truck. We were almost out into the side street because there's so many of us waiting to get fuel. But I'm sitting there. Now, I don't ever pull up on a truck's butt. You know what I mean? Because you never know if somebody, going to roll backwards or whatever. And this driver was from Ontario. So I'm about like a truck length behind him. Like a tractor trailer truck length. Not the trailer, but just the tractor. This dude backs up and slams right in. Now, I couldn't get in to see if he broke anything because the hood wouldn't open.
Wow.
So I laid on the ground and crawled under the truck to make sure that I wasn't leaking any oil or radiator fluid or whatever. Called breakdown. So, and the police so they could do an accident report. So we were coming across the 40 and we came into California that way. So we get all the way down. They send us instead of sending us to the terminal in Fontana, they send us to LA Central, which they just worked on trailers, but dispatch have no idea what they're talking about or what they're doing 90% of the time. I told them, I'm like, they don't do truck repair there. I said, so you're sending 2 women down into an area that's super high gang activity.
Wow.
Like, you do not leave your truck. Don't get out. I mean, you'll hear gunshots, you'll hear screaming, you'll hear tires squealing and all kinds of stuff. You do not get out of your truck.
Sounds like Atlanta.
So they sent us up to the terminal, and the mechanic came out. I'm like, I can't get the hood open. I said, you're going to have to use a forklift or something to pull it open. I said, because we got one on each side of the hood, and we could not get it open. When that driver slammed into us, he broke 2 of the motor mounts, tipped the radiator and the fan back in.
Wow.
And the mechanic's like, he goes, where did you drive? Where did this happen? I'm like, Bentonville, Arkansas at the Flying J. He's like, so you mean to tell me you drove from Bentonville, Arkansas to LA Central, and he said back here to Fontana with no problems? I'm like, no. He's like, they moved the motor. Like, it literally pushed the motor back. I mean, the weird part is we didn't have like a super amount of hood damage. Except for he bent the hinges. So that's why we couldn't get the hood open. But I know my truck, so I knew I didn't burn any oil, so I wasn't really worried. So long as I wasn't leaking about, so I didn't have to check the oil because I know when my truck's gonna burn some, so I didn't worry about it.
Right.
He's like, I don't know how you made it here without burning the serpentine belt up, or he's like, I don't even know how the radiator wasn't leaking. I said, hey, you know what? I laid on a filthy ground, covered with fuel and God knows what else. I said to make sure the truck wasn't leaking anything because I knew he hit us hard. But like I said, it didn't really do any damage. He bent the bumper a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and he was just like so mind blown that we drove that far with the condition of the position of the motor. He's like, you didn't have any problem like shifting or the motor being weird? I'm like, nope.
Wow.
I drove like it did any other day.
Trip.
So yeah, and they actually had to rent us a car and send us to our terminal in Portland, Oregon,
Mm-hmm.
to pick up a truck
Wow.
because ours would have been fixed for months.
Yeah, it's
I
amazing
love that
sometimes.
truck.
My pickup truck, it's 4-wheel drive. It's Toyota. It's getting on its last legs. I've had it for 20 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Nitro. So
be mean. I'm gonna take this guy out in a ride. I think he's 77. I'm gonna take him for a ride in my Corvette one day, and I'm gonna raise hell in it. I'm gonna smoke the tires off. I'm gonna scare the shit out of him.
I just smoke them backwards and forwards and sideways and circles and up
Yeah.
walls.
Hell, I'm gonna sling him around the car. Yeah. I told my daughter, I says, I'm not afraid of hardly anything. I said, but man, I've never seen nobody drive like that unless you were on drugs or something. You know, it was just crazy. I mean, it was just wild. It was pedal to the metal all the way. You know, I almost ran in the back of a vehicle. Would occasionally cross over on the shoulder line. You know, like that.
Some people just shouldn't drive.
No,
I'm like,
I can't believe he's still doing it.
look in here, Yipper girl.
What's up, Nitro?
No, you're mine. Peacock.
I
No.
used to drive crazy. I was the type who would do, figure eights, donuts under red lights in Beaufort Highway in Georgia here when I was young. I mean, I did all kinds of crazy stuff, so hardly nothing scares me. But yeah, that day, I said, no, never again will I do that. I know my aunt, I think she was in her 76 or 77, and she didn't have a car, and she kept sitting around talking, oh, I want to drive again. And I remember my brother looking at her and saying, no, you're not. And my aunt never was a really good driver when she was younger, much less that old. And she had reached her limit to where that she could do anymore. She couldn't drive. But you
Yeah, I don't mind. Like, a lot of people's driving doesn't bother me, but my biggest problem is I get motion sickness so bad,
Mm-hmm.
and it's getting like way worse. To even if I'm driving, I get motion sickness.
Wow.
That part of it is just.
I didn't get that. I just got the feeling I thought I was going to slam into a brick wall, if you know what I mean. Boy.
Try being in a tractor trailer, and you have a team partner that gets super distracted, doesn't pay attention to a damn thing.
Wow.
I had just got my shoes off and was getting in my comfy clothes to go to bed. No, I wasn't looking up because I'm getting changed. I still had the curtain open. Next thing I know, I'm flying out of the bunk, over top of the shifter, and I land on the dash right across my collarbone. It was as black as my shirt.
Wow.
Because she was distracted, so she wasn't paying attention to the fact that, okay, traffic's stopping.
Yeah.
And I didn't know it until I looked up because my head was into the windshield.
That happened to you all. You know how traffic, like you're talking about, Tosh, will slow down and you're doing like 70, you know, and same thing the other day too. Jesus.
Yeah, well, it's super scary when you have 46,000 pounds behind you.
Yeah. Yeah. I've drove one time. So yeah, I think something like I drove we was picked up toilet paper in Mobile, Alabama. I remember the town stink, had a bad odor about it. Something to do with manufacturing of paper. And now I don't know if Leonard was right. My brother-in-law, he said it was like 40 something thousand pounds on that trailer that day, that night.
Yeah.
And so you had to really brake, ahead of time. And, I handled it okay, considering I was new. But
One time I chose to drive a load. I was 87,000 pounds. Now,
geez.
you're not supposed to be over 80,000 pounds.
Wow.
But I was going to the Maryland State Liquor Authority place. And I had a load of wine from like all over the world that comes in on rail cars.
Cool.
And the trailer came out late. But I knew from, going down to that section of Maryland, I knew. Okay, Judy May, good night. How's to you? Feel bad?
Night, Judy May. Have a good night. Get better.
So I called dispatch. I'm like, I said, we have a problem. I said, because I don't know what to do. I said, do I go back to Rail X and have them rework the load because I'm 7,000 pounds over gross? Mm-hmm. I said, or do I just say F it?
Wow. That's a lot of weight.
Well, you can't, be late to that appointment. Mm-hmm. I said, okay, so basically you're telling me to run it. He's like, well, I'm not physically saying that. Because they got to protect their own ass, right? So I had to go down through Pennsylvania and stuff like that. And the scale house was open in New York, PA. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? That scale house hadn't been open in years. Well, luckily, they had a bunch of container drivers pulled over getting weighed and DOT giving them a bunch of crap. Mm-hmm. So they waved me on. Waved me right through, and I'm like, thank you, Lord.
Yeah.
Because you know how big of a ticket that would have been for 7,000 pounds over?
I'm not familiar with that one.
Well, you can't be over 80,000 pounds unless you have an overload permit, which that's what a heavy, they have overweight permits, so they can weigh way more than what
would that ticket go against the company or you?
Me.
Okay.
It would go against me, but they have this basically kind of like a point system for companies for their insurance. So if like drivers are having accidents and getting tickets and all this stuff, then your point system goes way crap. Right. And so then that can affect like the customers that they have and all this other stuff, because it's to the point where insurance companies will not employ you, and you have to have like millions of dollar coverage for your company. and like special liability insurance and all this other stuff.
Wow.
Because certain jobs that I did when we had our hydraulic company, if we had like a huge job, I had to go and get like $1 million liability coverage to do the job, or they wouldn't have gave me the job.
Gotcha.
Fucking like a $45,000 job. So
Well, guys
gotta
and
do what
gals,
you had to do.
it's getting kind of late for me. I'm gonna jump into bed here shortly.
You're good. I'm gonna shut it down anyways.
All right. Yeah, great being on here. I hadn't been on a while. I'll try to jump
Well,
in.
yeah, I missed you being up here, but I know that you were hurting and stuff with not having your bed and.
Oh yeah, bad few weeks. That's for sure.
Yeah, I can understand. I can relate. Trust me.
But yeah, I wanted to come on. I hated coming on so late tonight. That's why I didn't jump on right away. I was back early in the bed. I looked up the clock and I said, well, you started. Then the next thing you know, I'm watching something or doing something. And I look up and I go, yeah, I'm going to go back there and fire the PC up. Usually if I fire the PC up, I'll try to come on.
Yeah, I enjoy having you up here.
Thank you. I enjoy being here. I hope Shane gets everything going okay.
Hopefully I can get a hold of him tomorrow to find out, because I've messaged him a couple of times tonight. But I know that he had to charge stuff, but he had to try to get the generator going. Because
at least he's got a generator.
Well, it's a small generator. It don't run his whole house. It runs enough to have some lights, the refrigerator, and to charge their cell phones, and for Grayson to play. Right. So it's getting tired.
Anyway, it's been a pleasure, and I'll try to get on here Saturday. I'll probably try to jump in here Saturday night, maybe a little earlier.
All right.
And
we will catch you later.
All right. You have a good one. Good night, all in the side chat. Enjoyed seeing you all. Enjoyed it, Tasha. Have a good one.
Good night.
Night.
All right, guys. I'm going to shut it down. I'm going to go over and raid Steve, Backwoods Misfit. He's live right now. So I will catch you guys later, and thank you very much for coming in, and God bless. She passed away, so now we only have